Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo podcast. Kathy,
Mm,
Burke,
Don't know.
Mark's
Mark,
not
or
here.
we already, we covered this with Mark, and now
Yeah.
part two is covering this with Burke because he has not weighed in on this yet. So
Oh,
we wanted Burke to see it because we all love comedy horror, and everyone needs to have a say on this movie because it's a big one. It's coming out soon, and it's very exciting. It looks super fun.
my opinion is so important.
It is. You need to see it. You wanted to see it, so you're going to see it.
Yeah.
I know we did it without you. I feel kind of bad. I know you wanted to look at it, so we're going to definitely let you have your say on Bhool Bhulaiyaa.
This will help with my feeling of betrayal when you guys do things without me.
We sneak off and go, ha ha, they're going to get this
I
away from
know.
Bert.
Like they're like, shh, and they
Don't tell him. He'll never
Yeah.
know. And then the other day, he's like, what about Boo Booyah? I'm like, I thought it'd be a really good idea if we did a chapter 2. We should do 2 of this one because it's such a big, cool movie.
because it's a sequel. It's 2, so we should do 2 reviews of every.
Part 2 gets 2.
Does that make sense? No.
No, it doesn't make sense. But I mean, what we should have done is part 1. We should have reviewed with you. But this one looks so fun. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
All right. Let's roll this sucker.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna mark it.
Okay.
3, 2.
शुद्ध हो जे तुम्हार
15 साल बाद इस दरवाजे ने फिर दस्तक दी है। इसके पीछे कोई साधारण आत्मा नहीं है, काला जादू करने वाली मंजुलिका है।
I can see dead people. बचपन से भूतों के बीच पला बड़ा हूँ मैं। वहाँ खड़े खड़े मेरा मुंह क्या देख रहे हो? देख लो, हमें से बात करो। आपके पीछे जो 2 आत्माएं खड़ी हैं, उनसे बात करो। मुझे तुम बहुत बुरी लगने लगी।
मुझे भी तुम बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं हो।
मैं सिर्फ आत्माओं से बात नहीं करती, आत्माएं मेरे अंदर आ भी जाती।
ये तो हमारे से भी ज्यादा हरामी है।
घंटा अंतर्यामी है, ये हमसे भी बड़ा हरामी है।
इससे तो अच्छा हो तो बिग बॉस में चलो जा, तो कम से कम वहाँ पे बेइज्जती के पैसे तो मिले।
पंडित जी ने कहा है कि शुक्रवार
Big
को
boss.
कुत्तों को खाना खिलाने से पुण्य मिलता है। लो लो, ठूस लो, ठूस लो। कोई मंजलिका नहीं है, ये हवेली भूल भुलैया है। भूल भुलैया।
बहुत सी आत्माओं से बात की होगी तुमने, लेकिन मंजुलिका सबसे अलग है रूहान।
ए चीचा, जब से यहाँ आया हूँ मंजुलिका मंजुलिका सुने जा रहा हूँ। कमिंग टू गेट यू मंजू।
God.
It's a great. Oh,
Oh.
मंजुलिका कैसे हो सकती
that looked cool. That's
So there are ghosts.
है? और चुड़ैलों की
they're real.
हमेशा उल्टे ही होते हैं।
मंजुलिका बाहर आ गई है, उसने मुझ पर हमला किया। अब भी मिलना चाहोगे तुम मंजुलिका से?
हमारी वजह से मंजुलिका बाहर आई है। सबकी जान खतरे में है।
तो भागते हैं यहाँ से।
हम ठाकुर हैं और हम मुसीबत से कभी भागते नहीं है।
हाँ तो हम भी रंधावा है, मुसीबत आती ना निकल लेते हैं।
That looks really cute. I
Well,
think
that looks fun, kind of Ghostbusters, kind of Indian
Very
version of
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters kind of thing.
What I like is it looks like he's kind of a celebrity ghost guy,
Right.
and he's like super full of himself,
And he
and then
fakes it,
all of a
like-
sudden he actually finds a real ghost, and he doesn't know
Right.
what to do, which I think is hilarious.
Like he steps on the rocking chair to make it rock, and
Yeah, and he has it looks like he has music videos, which I love how they kind of probably are playing not just a music break, but it's actual part of his character is that he's super cool.
oh, okay. So
Super
he's like
cool
a TV celebrity. superstar, ghost hunter, ghostbuster type guy.
And I love the set. I mean, I love the big house, the big ornate house. Like that's one thing that's great about these is they have this incredible architecture. So you have this beautiful, like ornate door that's huge, and then
Right.
you're gonna have this like really like cool kind of ancient folklore ghost in there, and I love the richness of that.
And the amulet type things in the door to
Yes.
keep it
Yes.
contained. That's one thing I love about seeing horror films from other countries. You know, I don't know if anybody knows this about me or not, but I grew up in America, and so I grew up watching American horror films, and you kind of get I don't know, you get acclimated to your own culture's scary stuff. You know, like people in different countries are kind of scared of different things, or they think the supernatural world appears differently to them, much like how the religious world appears differently to people, different religious cultures, different cultures. And it's so fun to watch horror films from other countries. I've seen quite a few from Thailand and Japan and India, and it's interesting because a lot of times it's stuff that really isn't scary to my Western eyes, but it is entertaining and it's really fun to see it. But I've watched movies that scare the heck out of me with people from other countries, and they're like, "It's not scary."
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's just weird or something. It's not scary. It doesn't chill to their bones, you know, to their genetic memory or whatever it is that makes us grow up scared of certain things.
And then what's also interesting, not only is that different, but then how much of it's still the same. Like all
Yeah,
these
there's a
cultures,
lot that is
ghosts,
still the same.
like demons, like all this stuff like seems to go across cultures. They just have their different version of them.
Yeah, the undead. Yeah, like what
Witches.
happens. I guess it all boils down to like what happens after we die, and can we
Right.
do we still survive? And those things that exist in these other realms, are they good or are they bad?
What is it? What's going to happen? Am I going to
What do
survive?
they want?
And the idea that there's something bigger than us, like that
Right.
there's this supernatural force that we have to reckon with, which I think is always so entertaining in films.
And it's something that we don't understand,
Nope.
and so therefore that is a scary thing. If there's anything that you don't understand, it's scary.
Right.
And I think that transcends all cultures. You know, there's always monsters and there's ghosts.
Yeah.
I guess those flow through all cultures.
And this looks like it has a really good cast. It's like really fun young cast who's up for it. It just has a nice, like, colorful, fun horror comedy vibe, which I'm always up for a good horror comedy. So I'm totally into this idea. But
And comedy, like horror comedy, is another thing that's interesting
Yes.
across cultures. Certain things that are very funny to American people are not funny to non-Americans.
I laughed a few times in this. Some of it does translate.
But
I love
there
that
is
they
a
use
lot
some
of things that do translate.
Like I See Dead People. I
Yeah.
love that they made a little riff on an American horror film. It's like,
Right.
that was kind of fun, and they made a Donald Trump joke, which
Right.
is hilarious. But yeah,
Crooked.
so this looks like a really fun sequel, and I'm anxious to see it, and
Yeah.
we'll do a review of it.
Yeah, it looks like a fun one. It looks like
Yeah.
it looks a bit goofy,
Yeah.
but in a fun way.
Exactly.
It doesn't look like it's made to sort of give you nightmares.
It's not gonna be scary.
It's
And
made
that
to
one
make
ghost
you
was
laugh.
scary. It looks
Yeah.
kind of like I think we were talking about this kind of Disneyland haunted mansion vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that too, with the musical instruments that went
Mhm.
up, like the drums that went up and were floating.
Yeah.
That reminded me of, Madame Leota's seance room at
And
Disneyland.
just the big gothic, vibe of the whole, house that they're going into. This is very haunted mansion looking, but
Colored lights.
fun.
So scary.
Looks very accessible, I think, to American audiences.
I think so.
It'll be really fun. So, all right then.
Looks
There
like
it
fun.
is. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.